you're looking for some spooky reads, thrillers, dark romance, this will be the video for you because I'm gonna be spilling the tea on what is on my Kindle. What is up, it's Rissa. Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna be doing a what's on my Kindle, and this is gonna be all on Kindle Unlimited, so you can find all of this if you do have the subscription. These are all the books that are on my Kindle Unlimited. Now, some of these aren't dark romances or thrillers, so I'm just gonna start with those first so we can get into the spooky stuff. The first book I have is Shut Out, and it's a hockey romance, and this one has a first book that you can read, but they're interconnected. She has to move out of her place to go move in with her brother, and the guy that she had a one-night stand with is her brother's roommate. So that's what that's about. So this one is Never Have I Ever. And Rosalie, she has like this to-do list because she doesn't really do much. Grayson is like the tatted guy. He's very out there. She shows up at his door holding a to-do list so he can help her with it. And I'm like, what the heck? That sounds so good. So I downloaded it. It's King of Sloth. If you know Anna Huang, I love her so much. She's one of my favorite authors, and she has this new book in the King of Sin series. And I'm like 63% in. I didn't finish it yet. She's his publicist. He's the client. And of course, you're not supposed to, you know, mix that together, but yeah, no. This one's called Our Secret Moments, and this one's also a college romance. She's a journalist and she's writing a newspaper about the college football team, and he's a quarterback, and he has to talk to her all about his life and just football, and he realizes that she's very easy to talk to, and they just, you know, kind of connect in a way. That is her best friend's brother. We have Archer's Voice, which I know a lot of people talk about, and I want to read this book so badly. The moment I met Archer Hale, my entire world tilts on its axis. Until I trespass into his strange, silent, and isolated world, Archer communicates with no one. So much passion, so much hurt, but it's only in Archer's silence that we might just find what we need to heal. People say this is like a beautiful story, and I'm really curious about it. I just have been wanting to read it for a long time now. And then we have this new book called Passenger Princess by Morgan Elizabeth. She becomes the new Miss Americana, and he's the bodyguard until he learns his new assignment is the gorgeous and ever frustrating pageant princess who gets under his skin in more ways I can't even speak, in more ways than one. When he learns Ava has made it her mission to drive him crazy by constantly flirting with him, he realizes what he thought would be a simple assignment is anything but. Now if only he can survive the next 90 days keeping his hands to himself and off the woman he can't get out of his head. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of my October TBR. Zodiac Academy book 2. If you watched my last video, I was reading Zodiac Academy. I rated it 5 stars. That is my new obsession at the moment. I freaking love Zodiac Academy, and I cannot wait to binge this series. I don't want to say too much because I feel like it's best going in completely blind if you can, but I'm just gonna say a little bit of it. It's basically 2 twin sisters who have been living in the mortal world, and now they're taken back to this world, Solaria, and they have to learn everything, but the heirs are not feeling that. They're like, you're not gonna come in our school, don't know anything, and you're about to take our place that we worked so hard on. I could talk about Zodiac Academy all day long because when I tell you I was hooked from page 1, I was hooked. So the next book that I have is Hidden Pictures. I actually have the physical copy of this, but sometimes I like to alternate when I'm in my bed. I love to read on my Kindle. So this woman gets out of rehab and she ends up finding a babysitting job for this little boy named Teddy. I think his name's Teddy. He draws these pictures that are just very cute, you know, just like regular doodles. One day he draws this really creepy photo of a woman being dragged lifeless, and the drawings just get weirder and weirder. Sounds perfect for this month, and I definitely want to read that one. Like, that's high on my list. This one's Deadly Occupants. Do the dead ever stay dead, or are the shadows something to fear? A haunted house tour on Halloween night with 3 of her college best friends take a twisted turn as Blair barely escapes with her life. Soon after, their own home seems to come alive, making them question if they're truly alone. As the paranormal activity rises to a fear-filled high, Blair discovers that the house isn't the only thing haunting her, but also her past. A lot of people say it's like a Pretty Little Liars vibe, which I freaking love Pretty Little Liars, but the ending I'm not gonna talk about because I actually can't accept that ending. This one's called On the Run with a Vampire. This woman has a heart condition that makes her heart beat slower than the average heartbeat. This guy named Lucien mistakes her for a vampire. When the pair are accused of several gruesome murders, Raven and Lucien are forced to partner up and go on the run together in an attempt to solve the crimes and clear their names. I've actually read 2 of Anise Starr's books before, and I really enjoyed them, so I hope I like this one, which I'm pretty sure I will. It sounds really good. Then we have Pen Pal, which the man on the cover, please, like, the men on covers are just like so funny to me. The first letter arrived the day my husband was buried. It was postmarked from the state pen. The letter said, I'll wait forever if I have to. It was signed by Dante, a man I didn't know. Out of simple curiosity, I wrote back to ask him what exactly he was waiting for. His reply, you. I told the mystery man he had the wrong girl. He said he didn't. I said we'd never met, but he said I was wrong. We went back and forth exchanging letters every week that grew increasingly more intimate. Then one day the letter stopped. When I found out why, it was already too late. Dante was at my doorstep, and nothing on earth could have prepared me for what happened next. I want to know. I feel like this might be my next read. This one's called Grimstone by Sophie Lark. Remy Hayes is beginning to think she's cursed. Her fiance cheated on her. Her brother Jude is a major pain in the butt, and the moldering mansion she inherited from her uncle might just be haunted. Flipping Blackleaf Manor already feels impossible even before Remy is blackmailed by Dane, the dangerously hot doctor next door, and Grimstone's most eligible bachelor. If you can ignore the fact that everyone in town thinks he murdered his wife.
And
Remy doesn't want to believe it, especially after Dane sews up a gash in her thigh and steals a kiss in payment. What? I didn't even read that part. Remy must decide if Dane is the one haunting her nights or if he's trying to protect her from something much worse. That sounds freaking good. What the freak? I have so many books that I want to read and I'm like, can I get through these? So this one's called Cross My Heart, and this one's a dark academia. I've come here to Oxford University on a mission to uncover the truth about what happened to my sister, no matter the cost, until I meet him. Saint is my passport to a sensual world of wealth and privilege, but something wicked is lurking behind these ivy-colored walls. Secrets these people will kill to protect. Loyalty is everything to them, but will it be my ruin? I don't think I've ever really read a dark academia before. This one's called Once You're Mine, and this is a stalker romance. Callista belongs to me. She doesn't know it yet. The first time we met, I wanted her. The next time, I was obsessed. I watched her. I followed her. It only deepened my need to possess her. Once she's mine, I'm never letting go. I read stalker romances as like a thriller book. I don't know why. I feel like it's so fun reading it as like a thriller. Deviant Hearts by Jagger Cole. This is gonna be my first Jagger Cole book. It's a dark romance and mafia romance. To stop a mafia war, I'm being forced to marry my sworn enemy. Now I belong to him. And he also lives like across the street from her. So like she literally could see through his window. My husband, my stalker. This one's only 62 pages. I saw her on the news one night and everything changed, including me. She wants normal, I'll give her that, even if I have to pretend. I'll become the paper-pushing insurance salesman next door and earn her trust. Make her my wife. She'll never find out she's married to a hitman. She'll never know how I spend my days following her, watching and listening, obsessing over her happiness to the point of madness. She'll never find out. Or will she? For the Love of Layla, and this is a dark psychological thriller stalker romance. Ooh! I read 75 pages of this and I actually had to like take a pause because I was like, oh my god, this man is nuts. Like it's actually to the point where he's creepy as heck and he scares me. How do you cope when you find out the person you entrusted your heart to is a monster? A wolf in sheep's clothing. I did what I thought was right, the logical thing. I ran. Little did I know nothing was ever going to be easy, and he had no intention of letting me go. I'm telling you right now, when I was reading this book, I was like, oh my god, this man is so scary. I have The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. This is my current read right now. Sydney is like every single woman in New York has terrible dating luck. She's seen it all. Men who lie in their dating profile, but finally she hits the jackpot. Her new boyfriend is utterly perfect. He's charming, handsome, and works as a doctor at a local hospital. Then the brutal murder of a young woman, the latest in a string of deaths across the coast, confounds police. The primary suspect, the mystery man who dates her victims before he kills them. Sydney should feel safe. After all, she is dating the guy of her dreams, but she can't shake her own suspicions that the perfect man may not be as perfect as he seems, because someone is watching her every move, and if she doesn't get to the truth, she'll be the killer's next victim. I just started this yesterday and I'm on page 66 and I'm loving it so far. It caught my attention already. I really enjoy Frida McFadden's books. I feel like I get drawn to them very easily. It's very bingeable. These are the kind of stories that I read and I eat them up. Like I feel like I have a good track record of books. Like there's not a lot of books that I don't like. I just feel like I'm gonna love all of these books, hopefully. Now, if you wanna see my Kindle decorations, I did show this in a previous video, but this is my current Kindle. I have The Nightmare Before Christmas, Mood Reader. I have Coraline, Cherry. I have Spooky Babe, a vampire. I have Scooby-Doo right there. Ghostface. I have a ghost. Courage the Cowardly Dog, a BTS right there. Morley Gray. Spider-Man. This one says I'm a sucker for books. But yeah, that is my Kindle for the spooky season and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And then this is the front. I just have this black glitter Kindle scan. Yeah, but those are all the books on my Kindle Unlimited. I cannot wait to read. So let me know if you've read any of these before. Maybe you can help me pick my next read. But yeah, this is my current one. Frida McFadden, The Boyfriend. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and I will see you in my next video. Bye!